Magandang gabi po sa lahat. Magandang gabi po. My name is John and I'm your trading coach on Wise Investors PH. We're actually live right now, even in Financial Freedom 101 and Billionaires Club group page. So again, we're here on a technical trading series this month, and we are actually here to learn, of course, no, and also to earn as we learn and earn at this webinar. It's gonna be a three-series webinar, and we're gonna actually graced by tonight by Sir Lloyd Bazar and me, yours truly, by Friday. And next week, Monday, is going to be Sir Jonathan Lou Reyes. So again, guys, welcome. Please help us share this live from your friends, from the group trading that you have, because actually this is a lifetime opportunity, especially ngayon the market has been very, very challenging, no, the market, not just in the US market, in the Philippine Stock Exchange, even the crypto market. And that's why, guys, there's a quote that I always read, no, every time I actually read something, no. Sabi dito na success is when preparation meets an opportunity, no, and this opportunity comes to those who create it. And actually, right now, it's a very, very, very. We are very lucky because one of his secret, no, of those success, we're gonna be taught. We're gonna be teach for free. That's why I'm encouraging everyone to help us share this live to your friends, to your walls. No, spread the good news. Because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And here, this program, we're gonna prepare and create that opportunity together. And that's why sabi nga ni Sir Lloyd, let's get rich together. And then without further ado, let's welcome our speaker for tonight, Sir Lloyd, about position trading. Magandang gabi dyan, Sir Lloyd. Yan.
All right. Good evening, John. Magandang gabi. Thank you so much for the introduction and thank you so much for welcoming everyone. I want to say welcome once again to our three-part trading seminar. Right? So, ang tuturo ko sa inyo is position trading, which we're going to be dwelling more about it in a bit. I'm not sure if okay naman yung audio ko, John?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Very good audio.
Still very anxious kasi yung internet ko hanggang ngayon is really shaky. So I'm really thankful to John for making this possible. If ako ang mag-live ngayon kung wala si John, most probably baka magkagulo yung seminar natin this evening. So I'm very thankful for this, John, for heading the webinar this evening. Little request from our end, from John and me. Hopefully, we have earned this request from you. Please share this video. Lahat po ng ituturo natin sa inyo ngayon is technically, I'm sharing to you my trading secrets and it's for free, di ba? You know us already. Kung hindi nyo kaya yung learnings namin, hindi nyo kaya talaga matutunan yung trading strategy namin, pwede kayong makisabay and everything is for free. We're giving it out for free. So, sobrang ganda ng pag-aaralan natin ngayon. Dati there are big sponsors that give us and help us para ma-share namin ito sa inyo libre. And right now, we're giving it out for free with a little help of XM then also. So thank you so much, XM, for making this possible also. So this evening, we're going to be talking about position trading. All right. So John, can I share my screen?
Yeah, ready go. Ready.
Ayun. So, ganituin ko lang para makita ko rin yung sa gilid eh. But yeah, so welcome once again. Punta tayo sa position trading. Una muna is, what is position trading? Before I go to the definition that you can see on the screen right now, there are different approaches in trading kasi. Ang daming nagsasabi na pagpasok mo na sa stock market, ay mahirap yan kasi lagi mong babantayan. If ever, baka bumagsak at hindi mo babantayan, malulugi ka, etc. That's partly true, but only a little part of it is true, right? Bigger part of it is technically not true. There are so many approaches when it comes to the market. Meron pa nga passive. Pinakamadali is ito yung ginagawa ng mga mayayaman. Alam mo yung mga mayayaman, they don't have time to watch the stock market, pero you know that they're exposed in the stock market. Paano nila ginagawa yun? Na kahit wala silang oras, they get fund managers. Merong nagte-trade para sa kanila. They just give the money and they look for fund managers that they can trust, and siya yung nagte-trade para sa kanila. So that's the easiest way. Yun yung pinakamadaling paraan para you get exposed in the stock market, you take advantage of the growth, and you lower the risk because ang nagte-trade para sa iyo is someone who's knowledgeable already. Tapos, in exchange lang, is bibigyan mo siya ng porsyento sa kinikita mo. And that's the old way of doing it. Pinakamadali. It's still available right now. Pinaka-disadvantage lang yan is hindi kayo papansinin ng fund managers. Kung ang pera mo is 100,000 lang, or minsan nga 1,000,000, hindi pa yan papansinin. Okay? So, but that is a possible way. That is one way of approaching the market. There are, to my point is, maraming paraan paano kumita sa stock market na kahit hindi ka nanonood ng market. That's one way. And then there's the next one, which is the very basic one na kung you cannot afford a fund manager, there is this investing strategy kung saan what you do is lagyan mo lang ng pera if you trust the company that you put money in. Let's say, for example, linagyan mo ng pera, let's say 5 years ago, linagyan mo ng pera si Jollibee. The price of Jollibee by that time was less than 100 pesos. Or even 2 years ago, nung nagsimula yung pandemic, umabot ng 80, 85 pesos si Jollibee. Pinabayaan mo lang. Fast forward to the present, nasa 200 plus na si Jollibee. So more or less times 2 ng pera mo in just 2 years, di ba? So that's one way to approach it. And that way also is not time demanding and not knowledge demanding. Hindi mo kailangan bantayan ng market, pwede mong iwan lang yung pera mo. And then there's the trading approach na kung saan babantayin mo yung market. But in trading, marami ding strategies sa trading. Merong what we call the short-term trading, super short-term trading, na mga scalping, yung within the day, hanap ka ng position para i-trade mo. Tapos pag umakyat, benta mo kagad within the day at kumita ka kagad within the day, which is yun yung pinaka-common na idea ng mga hindi pa nakapasok sa stock market. Uy, meron ako nakita sa TikTok na nagta-trade lang siya 5 minutes to 30 minutes a day. Ang laki na ng kita niya. He's done already working. And that is, usually, yan yung nag-eengganyo sa mga tao para pumasok sa stock market, which is partly true, but it's only a very small truth to stocks trade, to not just stocks trading, but money market trading. Okay? Sobrang hirap niyan. That is possible to do, but you have to be very good already. Okay? So that's one part of trading. Nasa trading pa lang tayo ha. Kanina may investing, kanina may fund managers. We're into trading. Ito na yung mabilisan. Kaso nga lang, sa trading mismo, maraming techniques sa trading. Okay? Yung sinabi ko kanina is day trading, scalping, pwede po yun. Ang ituturo ko sa inyo ngayon is position trading, which is what I do. Okay? So, what is position trading? It's a trading strategy where we try to get in an asset when it has possibly bottomed out, right? We will be taking advantage of the possible rally it will make. You know that in the stock market, if nanonood kayo dito ngayon, most probably you already have the idea of what stock market is, what investing in the stock market is, what trading the stock market is. Kung wala pa, balikan nyo lang po ang video na ito. You can listen this evening. Meron po akong link sa video description about basics of the stock market. You have to watch that first. You have to understand the basics of the stock market first so that the things that I'm going to be discussing to you this evening will make sense. Dapat maintindihan nyo muna ang pinaka-basics sa stock market. So there are links in the video description that are going to be very helpful. And kung hindi nyo gaano maintindihan yung trading natin, yung seminar natin ngayon, that's okay. It's understandable. Ganun talaga. Medyo complicated kasi si trading. It should be step by step kasi. So if ever it so happen na nakapag-jump forward kayo dito sa trading webinar na ito, tas hindi nyo maintindihan, okay lang yan because na-miss nyo lang yung unang step. The first step is go to the video description. May link dyan for the stock market basic. Start with that. And then you can go back to this video. May tanong sa comments kanina if this is going to be recorded. Yes, this is going to be recorded. After this live, automatically, pwede nyo na i-review itong video na ito anytime you want. Okay? So, taking advantage of possible rally it will make. So, if you're already familiar with money market, stock market, even Forex, or crypto, Bitcoin, etc., even commodities like gold, oil, wheat, etc., malalaman ninyo, even the country's economy, there is cycles of the market. Okay? So if ever maganda ang takbo ng economy ng market, generally, the direction of the market goes up. Diba? Generally, the direction of the market goes up. And that is true, right? Pero on its way up, there are going to be exaggerated movements. Let me just open a paint para mapa-visualize ko sa inyo. Okay, so generally, if the market is good, the general direction should be going up. And ang daming markets na ganito. Okay? But, on its way up, hindi po yan magdidiretso-diretso on a straight line. Okay, there are going to be instances na aakyat yan, exaggerated move, exaggerated yung paakyat niya. This is the general direction, pero there are going to be instances na exaggerated yung pag-akyat niya. And since exaggerated, it will try to rest and bumabagsak yan and then just go back up. Ganyan. And that's the good case scenario. And minsan, habang umaakyat, bumabagsak ulit before going up ulit again. Right? So there are market cycles, and this is what you call the cycle. Up, down, even going further down, and then going up again. Those are called market cycles. Now, a position trader tries to take advantage of these bottoms. We try to guess using technical analysis. I'll use the word guess because ganun naman talaga stock market eh. We assume that it is the bottom already and we try to bet there. Right? So we try to guess if that's the bottom right there. Other traders, yung mas mabilisan na traders, try to take advantage of these cycles. Pag bumagsak, they try to get in here. It goes up, they try to sell it here. Okay? A position trader like me, ayoko yung ganito. Okay? This is good. This is good. There's good money in this, but with big money comes with big responsibility, and it will require time from you. I'll explain to you more later on. Ako as a position trader is I usually wait for the market to rest yung rally niya at wait for it to try to look for it to try to bottom out. And once it's bottomed out, I try to open a position right here. And if I'm right and the rally goes back up again, and that is where we make money. Okay? So I'll tell you the advantages and disadvantages of this also. But yeah, that's a position trader. We try to position ourselves on the bottoms if we think that the markets are bottoming out. There is an option for you to ride these waves right here, but that is a swing trader, momentum trader, which is what John is going to be teaching you in the next couple of days. But what we're going to be talking about right now is position trading. and we try to catch it here and we don't catch it here. Pwede rin to. John will teach you more about it in the future. Next week, pre, no? Monday, no?
This Friday. No,
This
Monday
Friday,
gold
sorry, yeah.
naman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gold Play Monday, yeah. So this Friday, John is going to be teaching you this trading strategy. What we're going to be teaching you this evening is this trading strategy, getting in here and going up, and that's where we win. Okay? So that's position trading. Let me just erase this para kung gamitin natin in a bit, pwede pa rin. So that's position trading. Some traders call it bottom picking also. Okay? Um, I just really don't call it bottom picking because there are instances kasi na when I trade, I don't really I don't really try to guess if it's the bottom. If it's the bottom already at makuha ko yung bottom, then good, panalo ko. So usually it creates this kind of pattern. I'll explain to you more this. I get into this. There are instances na pwede pa rin siyang bumaba. So I make another position here. So it's not really bottom picking. Bottom pickers are trying to guess if this is the bottom already. If mali yun sa kanila, they already sell it. Ako is I have an option to try to guess another bottom, and I'll explain to you how that works in position trading. That's basically the difference between bottom picking and position trading. Okay? So, but yeah, it can also be considered bottom picking depending on the assets that I want to trade. So that's position trading. Hopefully, naintindihan ninyo. Post it in the comments before I go forward. John, may mga tanong ba tayo?
Yeah, so far wala pa naman sir, but just an introduction siguro question, is your topic can be used on forex?
Yes, definitely, definitely. Actually, ito yung ginagamit natin na strategy sa
Yes.
Forex natin, John. Di ba? So
Yes,
more
yes,
about it
one.
later on. Yes,
Yeah, so
definitely
stay
very
tuned sir.
usable sa
So
Forex.
you
Mm.
can also use this strategy in forex as well. So yan naman so far sir.
Yeah, may question dito si Bo LK. Boss, ilan standard hatian percentage ni fund manager and investors? Usually nasa 10%. Do you know any other value of hatian ng mga fund managers,
Yeah,
John?
usually nasa ganyan, 10 to 15% yung hatian
Yeah, 10 to
nila.
15%. Yeah. After the end of the year, uh, the fund manager shows you a report magkano ang tinubo ng pera mo. So let's say for example, ang total tinubo ng pera mo is 100,000 for this year. So 10% niyan kukunin ni fund manager from you. So he will get 10,000 pesos. And you understand this. That's the reason why hindi kayo papansinin ni fund manager kung maliit lang ang pera ninyo kasi 1 year niya pagtatrabahuan. Tapos let's say 100k lang ang kinita mo, which sounds large already, di ba? 100,000. Pero makukuha niya dyan is 10,000. He'd rather not work for you kasi hindi niya papansin niya. And 100,000 is 10%. 10% of 1 million. So sa 1 million, baka hindi pa kayo pansinin. But there are brokers out there who will trade your 1 million for you. Pwede naman po yun. Pero yung karamihan, hindi na pinapansin yun pag maliitan. Mga ganun na amount. But yeah, to answer questions, Bo LK's question. All right, so let's continue. What are the advantages of position trading? So, diniretso ko na yung slides. Wala na yung slide isa-isa. Not very time demanding. Right? This is very important. Okay? Kasi ako, I'm a father, and ang dami kong hobbies. Ayokong matali yung sarili ko watching the market, etc. John even knows this, gaano ako ka sa mga pinaggagawa ko. So ayoko talagang ma-tie down sa PC ko. Right? So time is very precious to me. I am not like John dito na he finds challenge in looking at the market. So okay lang sa kanya nakatuon yung attention niya sa market. But I'm not like that. So this is very important because you need to understand who you are when you trade. Kung naboboringan ka naman manood ng market, mga business news, reading financial reports, if it's boring for you, then most likely the uh, trading is not gonna be for you. Okay? So, iba-iba tayo ng preferences, iba-iba tayo ng passion. So, I'm more passionate in teaching people instead on what I already know. Yes, natututo ako ng iba ng mga strategy, but ito yung strategy na best for me, kaya ito yung tinuturo ko. Okay? It's not very time demanding. Why? Because hindi naman all the time ang isang asset ay bumabagsak. Let's say for example, sino ba yung isa sa mga nirecommend ko lately na nanalo na? DMC. Right. So this one right here. So if you check out the chart of DMC, okay, so it rallied recently. It did a rally right here, and then bumagsak si DMC. Overall, dito hindi ko na-recommend si DMC. I did not trade even DMC right here. Why? Because overall, si DMC nasa tuktok. Nakakatakot yan. Usually, that is already an expensive price for an asset. So, but this opportunity happened. Nagrally siya at bumagsak ulit si DMC. Now, I have a possible bottom right here. And with technical analysis, I recommend the DMC right here because this is a good position already. This is May 12, May 12 or May 16. Let me check out my files on May 12 and May 16. Ano yung call natin dyan? PNG, to Trade Asia, May 12. Nope, May 16, May 12, May 13, DDMPR, DNL, May 16, DMC, nope, it's not there. May 20, May 5. No, May 5, yeah. So, sorry about this. DMC, May 6, DMC, May
So
10.
while we're looking at that, dami niyan, Sir Lloyd, no? So,
Yeah, every day
you
kasi
can
nagre-report ako nito.
yun nga, ano. So while we're waiting,
Yeah,
may mga specific question dito. Maybe it will be answered as you go along. But usually, what time frame are you using? You
ito.
can also consider position trading as also can be a swing trading. I think it's more into about your exits. So later, and with that, you also do consider or tell us about dividends. So yung mga later we can
Yeah, sure,
talk
sure,
about
sure.
it
Sige, sige.
later. Yeah.
Magandang question yan. Yeah, it's part of the execution later. We're going to be discussing it. So this is May 17. So let me just get my May 17. So I recommend the DMC. Ito po yung position niya. Makikita niyo yung chart. This is the position of the chart at this point. Okay? On the screen. Ito pa yun. But I recommended buy on support already for DMC, and that's the support right there. Pwede nyo nang bilhin yan. And DMC already went up from that point, and that's already a win. So this is the position right here. That's where I buy, and DMC went up already. So that's position trading right here. Pero mapapansin nyo, um, this is daily chart ha, araw-araw yan. Pero sa dinami-dami ng araw na dumaan kay DMC, on May 16, around, on this week ko lang, tinignan si DMC na pwede na siyang bilhin. Okay? So I don't have to trade DMC on this rally, etong bagsak na ito, on Okyat, on bagsak na ito, because that's going to be very stressful for me. I'm not that kind of trader. What my kind of trading is, I want DMC's rally to die down, and I want DMC's rally, its pullback or dips to stabilize and stop. And that is where I consider getting in. And with that position, when it went up, it's already going to be a win. Okay? So that's position trading right here. And it took ilang araw pa to ha. Isa, tapos nag-pullback siya ulit, dalawa. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 5 trading days na inobserbahan ko si DMC before I considered trading DMC. So I don't have to trade DMC every day. And if ever tinrade ko to, this asset right here, price range from this point support to the highest peak, that's already 15%. Okay, that's 15% gains. Okay, going back to the slide, so it's not time demanding. I don't have to trade it every day. And during the trading day, the day that I trade, okay, so the day I trade should be right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, blah, blah, blah. 20, it took around 20 days before my sell signal should be right here on the resistance. And that is our sell signal. Saka ko binenta. So it took me 20 days and then it reached 15%. Even at the peak, sorry, peak should be around 18, no, dapat 15%. Yeah. At the peak, it's at 15%. Okay? And 20 days siya na trade. So I don't have to buy it at the same on the day and then babantayin ko market buong araw, 8 hours more or less, and then bebenta ko. So it will take me 8 hours. No, it doesn't need for me to monitor the market within the day. Okay, it took me around 15 days before to magte-take profits. So 15 days before I close the trade. And that's what I mean by it is not time demanding. So silipin ko lang siya sa gabi or any time of the day. Uy, wala pa siya sa sell signal. Bukas, tignan ko kung pwede na ba ibenta. The next day, pwede na ba ibenta. Hanggang sa makita ko yung sell signal, saka ko lang ibebenta. So that trade alone, 15%, I didn't have to watch the market, right? So that is what this not very time demanding means. So mas chill siya na trading. Hindi siya stressful. Okay? Now it allows adjustments of trading plan. So this will answer the question na kay Junior Aquino, in position trading, do you normally set up stop loss? So the answer is it will depend. Ito yung sinasabi ko na it will allow you adjustment of your trading plan. So here, if I entered here, if I made up, let me just erase everything. Madumi na kasi. So in this example, just erasing everything. So in this example right here, our position should be right here. Why? Because there's a support right there. Other technical analysis, which we're going to be discussing in a bit, says a buy signal. This is our position. Now, what if bumagsak? My trade call for this is buy at support, pero kung mag-collapse yung support, you can stop your losses. I will cut my losses here. Why? Because overall, this asset is already expensive. Mataas na pinagdaanan yan. Right? Mataas na yan. Okay? But if it's a different case naman, let's say for example, isa sa mga recommend ko, PNB on this bottom right here. Okay, so kung eto naman, si PNB, yeah, I already recommended PNB here, also recommended PNB here on the secondary bottom. In this case, my call is accumulate PNB. Pag accumulate bodega. So if ever this buy right here doesn't go up and it collapsed on the support collapsed, prices went down. In this case, hindi ako magka-cut loss. Bakit? Because looking at the prices of PNB, if mapapansin nyo, it has been the cheapest for how many years ni PNB. So technically, yung presyo nito is mura na compared to DMC's position kanina na yung position niya nasa tuktok. Right? For PNB, if this goes down, I'll just be buying more. And there's more parameters in this. Hindi porket bottom na yan or mababa na siya. Hindi lang yan ang basehan ko bakit hindi ko i-cut loss. Marami pa. But yeah, usually pag ganito, I will not cut my losses. I will be buying more. More into this later on. So, but yeah, it allows for adjustments for trading plans. Pwede ako mag-cut
Yeah,
loss or pwede kong hindi cut loss.
yeah, actually, this is also related to the next topic that you're gonna discuss is when you do a position and additional position on the next support, do you usually fundamentals, no? Before
Yeah.
you
Let's talk
increase,
about
okay?
that.
Okay.
Yeah. Part yan sa ituturo ko sa inyo, right? So, hindi ako basta-basta pumapasok na isang asset. There are parameters for me to say it's a buy for me. Hindi lang basta-basta technical analysis yan. Right? More into that in a bit. Pero yeah, it is healthy mix of both fundamentals and technical analysis. Right? Yung position trading na tinuturo ko is a healthy mix of both fundamentals and technical analysis. I'll explain more about that later on. So, meron na tayong parang tawag dyan, teaser as an answer to Boel case. Answer, does fundamental greatly affect your conviction to take the position before pumunta sa support level technically, right? More about that later. But yeah, yes, I do consider fundamentals also. I'll explain why. Disadvantages of position trading. Compare it to day trading, scalping, or yung ginagawa ni John na momentum trading yung ituturo niya this Friday. It has lower profits. Mas mabagal yung profits niya kumpara sa ibang short-term trading strategies. Technically, position trading, you can call it mid-term. Pwede rin i-long term. But yeah, usually mid to long term yung position trading. Nakita niyo naman kanina kay DMC, example natin kay DMC. It took 20 days for us to take profits. And that's not short-term trading, mind you. Ilang araw rin na trading yan. So, yan yung isa sa disadvantage niya for position trading. But it's not really a big disadvantage. We're just talking about the speed of profits. Pwede ka mag-take profits kasi sa scalping within the day. Pera na kaagad dyan, di ba?
Definitely.
Sa position trading, it will take days for you to profit, but that can be offset via amount, right? So what you do to offset the slower profits is lakihan mo yung amount ng trading mo, di ba? Yung iba, everyday kumikita. Yes, everyday kumikita 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, let's say. Sa 10 araw, meron siyang 50K. Okay? But here, to offset the slow profits, lakihan mo yung value para pag dating ng 10th day, pag close mo, 50,000 yung kikitain mo. Di ba? Pwedeng ganun. So you can offset it there, but yeah, it has lower profits compared to day trading na ma-action na, 30 minutes, kumita na kagad ako. Pwedeng ganun sa scalping, especially sa Forex. Maganda. Yeah, that's the major disadvantage of position trading. Other than that, I cannot find any disadvantage for position trading. John, can you think of a disadvantage of position trading, man?
Wala naman so far. I think if the disadvantage if it's not within your profile, if medyo malikot yung kamay mo or you want action or nagsisimula ka pa kasi hindi naman totally mabobore ka but hindi mo alam kung kailan siya magbe-breakout or magsiswing from
Right.
sideways or downtrend to the uptrend eh. And also
Yes,
not
tama.
just that, if you're position trading in general also, if you're buying at the support, nagbobodega ka, and it keeps on actually going down, no? And then your psychology
Yeah.
is trying to affect you as well. No? Isa rin yun sa possible at disadvantage because you're trying to like like create a probability na bottom na siya. What if hindi pa, 'di ba? So it's
Right.
are you gonna
Tama,
cut loss
tama.
or add more? So yung psychology
Yes.
protection of your psychology. Yes.
Right. So yeah, very good point right there, man. What if hindi pa siya ang bottom? So you will have to wait for another bottom. So that's how many days? So mas babagal talaga siya. So it's not for the malilikot ang kamay talaga. And that's the reason why I posted it here. It's lower profits compared to short-term strategies. Pwede naman na damihan mo yung position mo, hindi lang sa isang stock, di ba? You make positions on multiple stocks para kung matulog pa yung isa, baka yung isa mag-rally na. And usually it does rally kasi my trading bias works with this, right? So let's go to my trading bias. Before I go to the trading bias, let's see if ever meron tayong comments or questions na related to what we've talked about already. In position
Yeah.
trading, do you normally set up stop loss? Nabasa na natin to. Is there any questions on your end, John,
Yeah,
sa WIP?
I think if your position trading right now is you like ngayon nagbo-bottom si actually nag-breakdown na nga Bitcoin tried to go sideways. If it's all
Mhm.
applicable, can we check the chart after you shared your strategy? I think so far that's it for our question. Yeah, and so excited
Okay.
for
So,
your
sige, puntahan natin si Bitcoin, BTC USD. Actually, 29,000. I've already shared this position before. If you've been a follower of mine, I was very vocal kay Bitcoin during this level. Ladies and gentlemen, ang dami kong followers na yumaman. When I called out Bitcoin, guys, bakit kayo papasok kay Bitcoin? Kasi ang dami nagtatanong nung umaakyat si Bitcoin. Sabi ko sa kanila, wag niyong papasok. Habang umaakyat to 60,000, I got so many questions. Sir Lloyd, maganda ba pasukin si Bitcoin? Uy, nag-pullback si Bitcoin. Maganda ba pasukin dito? Or meron na support si Bitcoin, Sir Lloyd? Pwede bang pasukin dito? I told them no. Why? Because overall, it's expensive. I will tell you when the next position is going to be. Now, um, nung bumagsak na, natahimik na mga tao. Sabi ko sa inyo, huwag niyong pasukin, di ba? So, I saved you guys. Sige lang, abangan natin kung kailan pwede pasukin. And then I saw this position right here when Bitcoin tried to go sideways. So, I told guys, wala magtatanong about Bitcoin. Kasi bakit ang tahimik, di ba? So, this is the wrong psychology of almost all newbies, almost all, not all. Gusto nila pumasok kasi ang ingay ni Bitcoin umaakyat. I asked them, guys, noon, napakaingay nyo kung papasukin nyo si Bitcoin, maganda ba pumasok? Ang dami natatanong sa akin, bakit ngayon na kung saan gumagawa na ng support si Bitcoin, walang nagtatanong kay Bitcoin dito sa level na ito? Pasukin nyo na sa Bitcoin ngayon. Noon nga gusto nyo pasukin nandito sa taas. Ngayon na nasa baba na si Bitcoin, bakit ayaw nyo pasukin? Diba? Told them to get in and it rallied again to 67. That doubled their money. And when it went back, told them to sell it already at around 60,000 levels. When it's now back, I already told them, guys, ang ganda na naman position ni Bitcoin. Pwede nyo na positionin to. Okay? More about the strategy later. Kasi what if bumagsak pa si Bitcoin? Diba? Let's continue. All right. So, done with disadvantage. Ito na. This is the sauce. This is the ingredient of my trading. Ang daming natatanong sa akin. There were even questions na personal messages sa akin na, Sir Lloyd, how are you able to get those recommendations at laki ng win rate? Right? If for those na mga hindi pa nakapag-follow sa page ko, every day I send out snap chart in cooperation with 230 Asia where ito mga nakikita ninyo, DMC, mga recommendation ko. DMC, I recommended DMC during this day. Si BDO noong May 17, kamustahin nga natin si BDO. BDO, right, so I recommended BDO on May 17 on this support right here, May 17 around this support right here, and umakyat na si BDO, and that's at the resistance already. That's already sell signal. So that's a position trade. Ito si Mark naman, si Mark tahimik lang. If you check out Mark, every day give this out to everyone. So March, May, April, no, anong araw to? May 17. So around May 17, May 17, andito na si Mark. So sinimulan ko na, pwede nyo na bodigayin si Mark at nasa resistance na si Mark and starting to break out already. So there's a good chance that this is going to break out because the supports are already starting to shoot up. But yeah, I do give out these recommendations daily and I get messages, how am I doing this? This is the answer right here. My trading bias. Okay, so before I go to the 4 things that you see on the screen right now, let me explain how I trade. Or basically what trading is, right? Trading is technically you're playing with odds. Hindi kasi foolproof si trading eh. Right? There is risk involved. The moment you put money in it, there's a risk. Number one risk is, biggest risk is it gonna go up or is it gonna go down? Diba? Risk ka agad yan pagpasok mo. So when I trade, I try to play the odds into my favor. I always ask the odds. Mas malaki ba ang chances for it to go up or mas malaki ba ang chances for it to go down? And to answer those odds, I have these 4. Usually I just use 3, pero for the newbies that I talk to, I made it 4. Okay, number 1 is fundamentals. Very important po ang fundamentals. What is fundamentals sa mga newbies na nanonood dyan? Fundamentals is technically answers the question, is it a good company if you're into stocks? Or if you're into Forex, is it a good pair? Diba? Is it a good country, a good economy to invest in? If you're into crypto, is it a good coin? Diba? It answers that. Is it a good asset? Right? And this also answers what assets should you buy. Technically, fundamentals will tell you what are the stocks you should buy. If it's a good company, then good. If it's not, then I don't trade it. More about fundamentals. Punta kayo sa video description. I have a free video about fundamentals. How do I know if it's a good company or not? And why do I use fundamentals? Because it answers odds again, right? So how do I play this to my favor? Okay? Ganito lang po, especially sa stock market. The question is, if it's a good company, if it's a fundamentally good company, ano bang mas malaking chances for it to do? Are the prices going to go up or are the prices going to go down? Okay? If it's a fundamentally good company, then mas malaki ang chances for it to go up. So the odds are in my favor already. So fundamentals pa lang. Okay, so now I'll share to you I'll share to you my strategy here. Let's say for example, si DMC, right? So DMC, it already went up right here dito sa baba pa lang ito. Pero one of the reasons why I recommend the DMC is the earnings report. First quarter of DMC, 235% better than the first quarter of last year. Annual report of DMC, 246% for 2021 compared to 2020 na profits nila. So 2021 and the first early this year, maganda ang performance ni DMC. That's just the shortcut of fundamentals because I know already fundamentally DMC is good, but I wanted to know if their recent performance is good. And that's the reason why I recommended DMC here. Okay? Sila BDO, right? I recommended the BDO at around this area. Makikita niyo yung earnings. BDO annual report was 51%. First quarter earning is 13% compared to last year. So I know that BDO is doing well. It created the support, fundamentally good, and that's one check mark right here. Okay? If mapapansin niyo po sa iba pang mga nire-recommend ko, let's say for example, ito si Tech. Maganda na ang galaw ni Tech. Isa yan sa pinakamaganda ang takbo ngayon eh. SPNEC, right? Si SPNEC, there was a support for SPNEC right here. And I recommended SPNEC right here. Kaso nga lang, noong nag-release siya ng third quarter earnings, which is big negative, I stopped looking at SPNEC and bumalik na siya support. I did not recommend the support of SPNEC anymore because I'm not yet sure if its first quarter and the end of the year is good. Okay? That's very important to me. Tech, ito si Tech, maganda ang technical analysis. There's a possible bottom right here. There's a support right here. Okay? Pero si Tech, first quarter earnings is negative 50%, and that's the reason why I never recommended Tech. There was a support right here kay Tech noon. I wasn't able to see the report of Tech, and kaya iniwasan ko si Tech, and it fell down during this support. Pangit ang first quarter earnings niya. Even if technical analysis is telling me na ang ganda na ng posisyon ni Tech, I will not be recommending it. Why? My trading bias and I stick to this. Fundamentals. Kahit na umakyat pa yan, sino pa ba isa sa mga lumipad? IRC. Ito, si IRC. Lumipad si IRC. There was a bottom position for IRC right here. But I did not recommend IRC. Why? First quarter earnings is negative 35%. That's bad performance for the first quarter. And one of the reasons why bumagsak siya was third quarter earnings is very big negative. So, very, very important sa akin ang fundamentals. Kahit na umakyat pa yan, I did not recommend it here. This is a miss for me, technically, di ba? Hindi ko na-recommend to or hindi ko nakita itong akyat nito ni Tech. But that's okay because this is not part of my trading plan. And that's part of trading. Hindi mo mahuhuli lahat. It's just that I'm trying to make sure that the odds are are playing with me. Fundamentals, ladies and gentlemen, very important part of my trading bias. I only trade fundamentally good company. Okay, so that's to answer the question. May mga nagtatanong sa akin kanina, do I use fundamentals to my trade? Yes. Why? Odds. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to trading, I always want to make sure that the odds are in favor of my trades. Price or value is next one. Okay, price or value. If you already know, hopefully you know already how to check out the fair value of your assets. You can check out with your brokers. Meron yung mga research for the fair value. That's one way to know the price. I only trade assets that are very cheap. As much as possible cheaper than its fair value. Right? Kung hindi man cheaper ng fair value nila at the very least historically napaka mura niya na. One of the reason why I recommended AC because yes, it is kind of expensive already as an asset if you know the fundamentals of AC. It's kind of overpriced, but overall, historically, napakamura ng presyo nito. We are at prices it was at 2016. Imagine the growth of Ayala already from 2016 pero kaparehas ng 2016 prices niya ang prices ngayon. So that's very cheap actually. Diba? So yeah, one of the reasons why I recommended AC today, bottom, possible bottom right here, downtrend lines right here, nag-break na siya ng downtrend niya. There's a confirmation of the support right there. AC is in one of my recommendations for today. Isa sa mga dapat pinapasok nyo to ngayon. Tignan ninyo si AC. But yeah, prices are very important for me. Why? Odds. So what are the odds or what are the chances of my trade for it to go up or go down? Kung mura ang presyo ng isang asset, mas malaki ang chance niya na umakyat in value. If it's fundamentally good and the price is cheap, then there's a high chance for my trade to be successful. And this is the second check mark reason why my recommendations or my Snapcharts, episodes are hitting very well. Hindi naman siya 100%, pero malaki ang chances for it to win because of these biases. Nasa number 2 pa lang tayo. Number 3, very important, is the technical analysis. Kung si fundamentals will tell you what assets to buy, technical analysis tells me when to buy this asset. Okay? Here is why technical analysis. Again, odds. Kung maganda ang technical analysis, if the technical analysis is a buy signal, then ano bang chances, mas mataas bang chances for it to go up or to go down? Since the technical analysis is saying it should go up, mas malaking chances for my trades to go up. So fundamentals alone, the price or value plus technical analysis, if these are 3 check marks na andyan na, malaki na ang chances for the odds of your trade to win. Meron pang isa, market trend. Very important, is the market on an uptrend or on a downtrend? Bakit? Kung downtrend ang market, walang pakialam sa fundamentals yan. Walang pakialam sa presyo yan. Kahit napakamura na ng presyo yan, magmumura at magmumura yan pag downtrend ng market. Technical analysis also. Right? If the market trend is on a downtrend, you're going against the trend. Remember, the trend is your friend. Pag downtrend ng market, hindi mo friend yan. Pag downtrend kasi ang market, mas mataas ang chances for your technical analysis to fail. Kahit pa ilang buy signal pa nakita mo dyan, lahat ng technical analysis gamitin mo dyan. Pag downtrend ng market, walang pumapasok na pera, then mas malaki ang chances for that asset to go down and fail, for that trade to fail. Okay? So these 4 is my winning formula. Ito yung asin, this is the sauce of how I trade. I have to make sure that these 4 are checked before I trade. Kung meron isa dito ang hindi check and then I'm not comfortable with my trade. This is not 100% na correct, pero mas malaki ang chances for trades to win if ever you follow these 4. So hopefully, check nyo po. I don't think we are gonna have enough time for the technical analysis, pero alas 9 na, ang daldal ko pala.
Pero it's okay. It's a very,
Yeah,
very
so
insightful discussion. Sige, go ahead, Sir Lloyd. I think our audience
yeah, but
also,
anyways,
yeah.
yung technical analysis naman, naturo ko na to, ang dami kong videos eh. The technical analysis I'm gonna be teaching you is support and resistance. Punta kayo sa video description, meron dyan. RSI, how I use RSI. Bollinger Bands, how I use Bollinger Bands and patterns. Lahat po yan nasa YouTube channel ko. In the video description, meron pong link dyan. just search for
Yeah.
these four. Hindi ko na i-discuss to kasi boring and
Ma
technical analysis.
oo.
Bollinger
Yeah,
Bands
masyado din
alone,
mahaba for one
oh,
session diyan.
yeah. Bollinger
Yeah.
Bands, isang oras to na session ko sa video na
Kaya
dyan. Sa video,
mm,
yeah. So, hindi ko na i-discuss to. Ito pa lang alone, kung you just follow these and then may technical, iba-iba kasi yung technical analysis eh. There are other
mhm,
technical analysis there to check out bottoms, but I use support resistance most of the time. I use
mhm,
RSI most of the time, especially hidden divergences. Baka bukas, right? Tomorrow may part 2 tayo. um, pero sa daily grind ko na lang gawin siguro. 'Di ba, John? Or if you can join
yeah,
us tomorrow,
puwede.
John, but yeah. Pwede
Yeah,
tayong
puwede.
mag-discuss about
Mm,
RSI. Yeah, RSI
yep.
pattern support resistance ball. Yeah, very fast discussion lang. Pwede natin pag-usapan bukas part 2.
Yeah, so here may question
Execution.
dito.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yep, regarding dun sa fundamentals mo 'no, is paano mo sabi na mura ang price value? Compare lang ba sa history support if nasa deep na siya? And can you give a specific example?
Yeah, that's the funny thing about of ano kasi of assets kasi. You can check out with your if you're under Call Financial, if you're under Two Trade
Meron nga.
Asia, meron silang mga research for you na available to
Mhm,
give you the uh, fair value of an asset. Yung iba projections yung pinapakita nila. So if ever let's say for example ito si Ayala Corporation 678 yung current price niya. If the normal projection is at around 800, high projection is at around 860, low projection is 740. So tignan niyo po 'yan. So if the projection is at 740 lowest pero ang current price is 678 pa lang, that means mura pa siya sa projection ng company.
correct.
Okay? So, pwede po yan.
Mm.
Tapos, meron pong ibang research pa dyan with Call Financial. They call it fair value.
Yeah,
Go
I
to my
have it on my
video.
screen. Gusto mo? Pakita ko
Oh, sige
on
pala.
my
Sige
screen.
pala.
Here. So, if you have an call financial account, then you go to research, fundamentals, and investment guide. May mga dito, no, from the ticker and their call of fair values, or they're computing the fair value of each
FV,
stock,
yes. Mm.
their fair value. Then from here, then makikita mo na if that's historically discounted or not. Yun yung isa yung
Example, pre,
sinasabi, sir.
anong pwede natin tignan dyan?
All right. So, Kenya, I think one good company is your DMC, no? The fair
DMC.
value of
Anong fair
DMC
value
is
niya?
11.77.
Yan.
Yan,
So
go.
here, Call Financial, yung overall, 'di ba? Natatakot na nga ako kasi sa akyat niya, 'di ba? But Call
Mhm.
Financial's fair value is at 11 pa. The current price is at 9.12. The fair value is at 11.4. So ang layo pa niya actually. So it's very cheap right now for its fair value, 'di
Yeah,
ba?
there you
So
go.
that's one way of
Yeah. I think
learning
it's
if the
because
company is still cheap or not.
yeah, because for DMC kasi because the expected growth rate is price especially per share growth is around 49%, but the market is valuing it from price to earnings ratio of only like ano ba to 4.5, so kaya medyo mura. So they're
Yes.
expected to grow, but the market is valuing them very cheap. Kaya maganda yung DMC ngayon. And also, it's giving a dividend yield. Or if you're going back here, no, it's giving a dividend yield of around 8.8%. So it's really giving a high dividend to its investor. So very attractive
Right.
at some point on a fundamental perspective. Kaya pag recommend ni Sir Lloyd dun sa chart, ayun, pumutok.
Oo nga eh.
Diba? So,
But
yan.
yeah. Yeah, hindi lang yan. Here, let me, ito lang. Ali, one of my recommendations. So this is around May 24, May 25. Let me check out my files. Asan yan? May 24, May 25. May 24. May Ali ba dito? Or
Yan.
25? Ito, Ali.
Fair value
So,
45.70.
right. So yeah, Ali was on a downtrend during this day pero gumawa siya ng support. Okay? If mapapansin nyo, MACD is already starting to do a divergence. I've already called Ali to accumulate. Pwede nyo bodegahin sa support na yan. Support is at 2750. RSI is going up. I'll discuss about RSI bukas, but we were able to see and spot the bottom of Ali here. And
Yun.
If you entered Ali, it's already going up, and that's a win already. This is position trading, ladies and gentlemen. And let's check out my trading bias. Okay, trading bias, fundamentals. Ayala Land Incorporated, fundamentally very good. But yeah, I'll still check the monthly earnings. I mean, annual earnings, quarterly earnings. Annual earning niya for 2021 is 42% growth for 2021. That's very good. Price value, you mentioned earlier, the fair value of Ali, which is still very good. Technical analysis, it is a buy. That's support, short-term support. RSI, my divergence yan. Let me just load my chart layout. Load chart layout. Lloyd. Right, so Ali. So this support right here, turo ko sa inyo yung RSI. Support is going sideways. Siguro, maybe I'll take up 3 minutes, maybe 3 minutes muna dyan. Just for
Mhm.
this one. Very important kasi ito eh. Very fast lang. This is called RSI divergence. Yung support niya, pa sideways, yes, may downtrend dito, pero we have a support that's going sideways. Okay? Dito ko ni-recommend si Ali on this green. RSI is very much telling me that's already buy. Why? So RSI is paakyat. I'll tell you something about RSI. This is one of the key of my trading kasi. Um, RSI is a momentum indicator. Okay? If ever paakyat siya, meaning the buying momentum is going up. If ever pababa siya, that means the buying momentum is going down. Okay? So if you notice here sa tuktok na ito, pabagsak yung presyo because during this time the momentum of the selling is going down. I mean, the buying is going down. So mas maliit na lang ang buying kaya bumabagsak siya. Ang laki ng selling. Momentum si selling, buying is not so strong anymore. Mas malakas si sell. Here, if mapapansin nyo, pa-sideways ang presyo. Okay, so dito, umabot ang presyo 27.65. Dito, umabot ulit ng 27.65. So that's a support. If you just look at the prices, pa-sideways siya. Di ba?
Mhm.
But what's hidden is RSI. Is the momentum. What is the momentum on this sideways support? RSI is telling us that the momentum of buying is going up. The prices cannot show this one because the prices just tells us it's sideways support. But actually, yung buying sa support na ito is mas malakas compared sa buying sa support na ito when it reached that price. That means this support, this buy, the support is getting stronger. The momentum of that support is getting stronger. And that's the reason why I called it a buy right here, and it's already going up. Today, I recommended AC. Why? Because sideways and support, but what's hidden is the RSI is gaining momentum already. Meaning, ang buying mas malakas dito compared to the buying here. The buying here is even stronger than the buying here and the buying here. RSI is already starting to shoot up. The prices do not show this because pa sideways ang support natin. But RSI secretly is telling us that there is momentum in this support already. There's momentum of buying in this support already. So this support is getting healthier and healthier. And that's the reason why I called a buy for AC for today. So hindi ako nakapag-post ng report today because meron tayong live. But to check out my June 7, right, so AGI, si Annie, not Annie, AC is in my recommendations for today. Downtrend siya overall. Pero it's already a buy yung call ko dito. And we sent this to all to Trade Asia na mga clients. So this is a very important report I do every day. I'm sharing it to everyone for free kahit na para sa clients to ni to Trade Asia lang. I asked to Trade Asia if pwede ko ba i-share sa mga followers ko. They were very kind to say yes. So sinishare ko rin sa inyo. But yeah, that's the reason why I called a buy for AC. And if you noticed, do I need to trade AC every day? Do I need to check out AC every day? No. For how many days? Sinisilip-silip ko lang si AC until it gives me a signal of buying. Okay? So, trading bias, market trend natin ngayon, very important. PSEI is already on an uptrend. May position na tayo for PSEI. Dapat makisabay tayo sa market trend and AC. Since maganda na ang market trend, there's a high chance for this to go up already. So, overall, biases, prices, fundamentally good. Price is good. Technical analysis, good. Market trend is good. So all my bias is a check mark. That's the reason why I'm confident in sharing this to all clients nito Trade Asia that AC is a buy. And that is how I position trade. More about the technical analysis bukas. Um, I'll talk to John if ever kaya niya pa bukas. We'll talk about technical analysis. But yeah, since bitin yung oras natin yan. But that is the sauce of how I trade. So I'm sharing this to everyone for free. Pwede ko na i-stop ang share ko, pre.
Yan.
Stop
So
screen share.
so quick
Yes, I'm trade.
quick
Yeah.
ayan, yan.
Yeah, go
So
ahead, man.
yeah. So quick question also with answer with you, Sir Lloyd, also coming from our audience here. Do you set cut stop loss? No, actually you've been answered already that there are stocks that you set cut loss, that there are stocks that you actually
Mm,
bodega pa, right? Yes, yes.
yes,
Uh,
yes, definitely. Ito yun. If ever fundamentally good naman yung asset and napakaganda ng presyo, sobrang mura na, those are the assets that I do not stop losses. Hindi ako nagsa-stop loss dyan. Kasi pwede pa siyang i-mid to long term. So what I do, which is what we're gonna be discussing tomorrow, is part of the execution. Part yan sana sa ituturo ko ngayon, pero
mm.
medyo napadaldal ako. Pero, so yeah, part
No.
dapat ang technical analysis sa execution. So, but the G's is, I will stop loss or yung call ko if buy or kung accumulate pwede ibodega. If ever yung asset nasa talagitnaan, I'm shaky with the fundamentals. Usually I do cut loss. Pero if it's a very good company like AC, Ayala Corporation, very good company, mura pa, and uptrend yung market, and there's no reason for it to drop. It's just the market sentiments lang ang reason bakit siya bumabagsak. If that's the case, then I will be buying more. Part ng execution is magkano yung iba-buy more ko, which is what we're gonna be discussing tomorrow. Bakit yung dito wala sa list dyan? Si dito, actually, si
Saan na
dito,
list
hindi ko,
sa Call Financial or doon sa PSE sa Snapchat ni Sir Lloyd? Dalawa yun eh.
uh,
Ah,
yeah. So,
yeah.
dito, if you check out the fundamentals of dito, first quarter niya, negative 322, and that's understandable because, tawag dyan,
Bago pa.
um, building
Sa
mode
call.
kasi ano eh, 'di ba?
Building
Si
mode. Yeah,
dito eh,
correct.
building mode.
Mm.
So, malaki ang earnings niya,
Sa Call
pero
Financial
compared to
daw.
its expenses, sa Call Financial wala pa.
Mm. I
Not
think,
all companies ang nare-research
yes,
ni Call Financial.
correct, correct. And also, I think most of the research coming from Call Financial is coming from the PSEI index, and some growth companies has been there for quite a long time
Yeah,
already.
so
So, mm,
all
yeah.
right, so any
There are question
questions
as well.
with
What can you say about for those na habol ay dividends?
Oh
What can
yeah,
you say?
for dividends naman, if habol niyo naman is dividends,
Iba
how
siya, no?
much free
Iba.
the I don't have to position trade dividend assets.
Kaya,
If you're after the dividends kasi, uh,
long term.
you're looking at the long term, right? If ever you pair it up with technical analysis, mas maganda. So just technically the only strategy I do with dividend assets is uh buy the dips. Every
Okay.
time it dips, as long as the dividend is good, I usually calculate magkano yung dividend niya. If ever yung dividend niya is around above 5% annual, a total. Usually kasi pag REITs, I look at REITs, very nice. Ganda ng mga presyo ng mga REITs ngayon. Uh, Quarterly niya is around 1.2, 1.4%. So in total,
Mm.
that's more than 5% every year. That's already very good price. So papasukin ko na yan regardless of technical analysis. Pero kung gusto niyo mas efficient at kaya niyo magantay, Pwede niyong
Like,
antayin mag-dip siya. Oo.
correct, correct. To echo on that, no, sinabi niya na buy the dips. And the reason for you, if your objective is dividend investing, is accumulate a lot of shares because your dividends
Right.
are actually coming from how many shares you have. And coming from the buying the dips is actually an opportunity for you to buy more if these assets
Right.
are actually giving you a very good discount. Yeah. And the
Yeah.
key there is sinabi ni Sir Lloyd, at least 5% dividend that the company is giving, then you buy these companies who are giving at least 5% on an annual basis.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely. So yeah, basta don't have to trouble yourself with technical analysis when it comes to dividend investing. Dividend investing, bonus na kasi yung equity growth niya, yung pag-akyat ng stock
correct.
price, bonus
Mm,
yan for you, but you're not after that. If it happens, then good. But if it
mm.
doesn't happen, then you're still good because yung habol mo naman is
You're
dividends
receiving.
eh, di ba?
Yeah,
And
correct.
usually kasi pag mga dividends stocks, these are very stable stocks. So you're gonna be safe with them. Let's say for example, MREIT, I've been recommending, oh, AREIT. If
Mm.
AREIT, I've been recommending AREIT sa support dito. Let me share my,
Pa-share. Yan.
kaya ko ba, pwede pa ba?
Sige, share. Sige, pa-share lang, sir.
Share screen. This one. So, 88, I recommended 88 during this level right here. Earnings niya kasi is very good, 16%. Ulit, sinishare ko sa inyo. Annual niya is medyo pangit but first quarter earnings was very good. Ito yung tinitingnan ko. Dividends. Right? The dividend report was already given here. The prices were here. The price was at 36.90, around 36, 37 pesos. Its quarterly dividends is 0.48. So what I usually do is sobrang simple lang. Is what percent is 0.48 of 37? So it's giving me 1.3%, right? 1.3% every quarter.
Per quarter.
So if you use calculator,
Times 4.
1.3 times 4, that's 5.2% annual annual na what do you call this? Annual na dividends at this price. And that's the reason why I recommended 88 already. And it's already going up. So that's good. That's a bonus. So sobrang ganda ng recommendation. I recommended 88 around May 16, May 13, May 16, around this level right here, this position. So meron na tayong magandang dividends. Bonus pa ang ganda ng position niya. Look at RSI. Ladies and gentlemen, it's already going up while support is sideways.
Mhm.
So sobrang ganda ng recommendation nito. Ang daming ano nito,
Correct.
ang daming combo. Position wise plus dividend wise, doble ang kitaan dito. So sobrang ganda niyan.
Yeah, yeah. Especially for Arit as owned by Ayalas, no? Very, very good
Right,
business owners. Yeah, no. So this one also a very good question from Sir. Ano bang, how do you read his name? May instance ba yung earnings is positive sa annual report and negative sa quarterly and reverse and how to deal with it if it's so? Yeah.
What I usually do is, pag nagko-conflict sa ganyan, I just look at the overall fundamentals of the company. If meron kasi mga quarters na pangit yung performance nila, if you can delve into it, pwede nyo tignan kung bakit nagne-negative pa siya. Pero ako is, kasi minsan ako, silip oversight lang ako eh. Pag may negative sa nakikita kong earnings, I will not trade it anymore. Right?
Mm,
Kasi hindi na ako komportable and it will mess with my emotion. If meron ako nakitang negative na recent earnings niya, let's say for example, pinaka nearest short term is the quarterly. If pangit yung quarterly earnings niya, ayoko na. Especially with how fragile the market right now is. Manipis lang ang market and a negative quarter earning usually deters investors. So malaki ang chances for it not to climb. So I don't trade on it anymore. Kahit na umakyat pa yan, uy, mali ako, that's okay. Because that's not part of my trading strategy. Hindi ko napapansinin yan, kahit na mali ako. Okay? So, pag negative yan ng quarterly earnings nila, hindi ko papansinin na yan para hindi na ako ma-stress.
yeah. How about for MM and dito and even nickel? So I think we can tackle siguro nickel for now and also dito. What can you say about it?
Ang hirap, ang hirap ni nickel eh. Sobrang mahal na kasi nito eh. Overall, nickel is expensive and the reason why it climbed was because of the war. So all of this volatility is not part of my trading. I don't trade volatility. This is volatile because of the war. And I don't like that. I'm a position trader. I want nickel to drop to its good price, fair price ulit. I don't like hype na mga galaw. Umakyat to kasi nagmahal ang nickel because of the war. So it's at the volatile levels. I stay away from volatile asset. Ano pang gawin yan kahit palumipad pa yan? Bahala kayo diyan. Ayoko, hindi
Dito
ako
Telecom.
makakatulog diyan. Si
Yan, Dito
dito
Telecom.
naman, it's not really a good position right now to go for short-term trades. Look at this, negative 332. What happened? Bumagsak siya. Because the short-term earnings, the quarterly earnings can affect the movement of an asset already, especially in this kind of market. So if ever may makita kayo na negative, iwasan nyo na for the short term. I am into dito for long term, pero I'm a long-term trader na I take profits still. I don't fall in love with the stock. So right now, I'm on bodega mode kay dito. Yung mga perang kinda ko kay dito. I'm waiting for the dips and then just buy some more here. Because I'm into dito for long term, especially na sila Sara Duterte nanalo. That will help dito a lot. So I'm very optimistic for this dito. Pero I'm not putting a lot of money into dito because ang daming ibang assets dyan na napakaganda na pwede nyo i-trade for mid-term na pwede nyo kayong kumita. So,
Reg-
short
yeah.
term, stay away from dito.
Yeah, regarding your exit, is it okay for your gains to set a specific percentage, or is it purely technicals as your sell signal?
Depende eh. If ever merong resistance, you have to respect it, especially in this kind of market na manipis ang market natin. Take
Correct.
profits is very important. May makita kayong weakness, start taking profits already. Hindi ko naman binibenta lahat kaagad. What I usually do is I sell half. This is part of the execution sana. If may makita ko resistance and the prices go up there and starts to show weakness, I sell 50% here and then let the other half ride kasi baka lumipad pa. Or kung bumagsak, overall, my trade is still a win kahit na hindi maximized. But it's not
Yeah.
about winning it all in trading. Trading is about winning. So, more about that in the execution webinar natin, which is bukas kung kaya.
Mhm.
Kung
Yeah.
hindi namin kaya bukas, definitely gagawa pa tayo ng isang episode to follow up on
Mhm.
this. But this is the major juice of how I trade. Hopefully, ma-absorb ninyo. Let me stop the screen share, pre.
Yeah. So how
Ah,
about
ah,
for ASLAG? Do you for newly IPO asset? Kaya since day 2 pa lang
wag mo
ngayon.
na ibang topic 'yan, ibang topic 'yan. Let's just talk about it at a different day.
Yeah,
But
okay. I
anyways,
think more
yung
into
mga nagtatanong ngayon about stocks, we'll do that on our daily grind. Not
correct.
today because yung episode this is for review pa kasi meron pa mga tao na manonood nito. And if we do per stock ngayon, it will be very boring for their learning already. Pero ito, right. So you already
Yan.
understand how our trade system works, 'di ba? You can try this out. If you really want to learn trading, technically position trading is the next step of trading. So you start as an investor and then if you want to step up, kung maintindihan mo na yung galaw ng market, how fundamentals work, how the market cycle works, time for you to step up your trading. Position trading is the next step. Position trading technically is like day trading pero mas wider yung nasa daily tayo na time chart. Right? Ganitong technical analysis pwede nyo rin i-apply sa day trading. Pero mas mabilisan na execution doon. So, wag muna doon sa mabilis. This is the next step, position trading. So, you can practice on this. Okay? Please, wag nyo munang gagamitin ang totoong pera ninyo when it comes to practicing your trade. Right? The biggest risk in trading is your skills and knowledge. Right? Trading is already risky as it is, but it multiplies at nagdodoble yung risk na yan with your knowledge level. So, practicing nyo muna to with no real money. We
Actually.
understand na maiinggit kayo with especially pag nagpa-practice trade kayo tapos tumama. So, linagyan ko na to ng pera. Wag po, right? Try to be consistent first. And there is a way for you to still take advantage of the market growth and the market gains while you're practicing with no real money. Pwede kayong pumunta sa mga with the technology right now, pwede kayong kumuha ng fund manager, di ba? Pero masyadong mahal si fund manager, that's the old school style. Ngayon, meron na pong copy trading, bot trading, wherein a program is going to trade for you. Etong trading strategy ko na position trading, this is what we apply in our bot or program na we're offering for free, right? And this is Izanagi right here. So, how successful is this trading strategy? Makita nyo po on your screen right now. Um, this is already up almost 400%, 380 plus to
Eight.
be exact.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
From
388
inception.
to be exact. Nagsimula po itong bot na ito or program na ito January last year, and it's already up already 400%. That is how good this trading strategy is. Sana na we've in the next episode natin about technical analysis execution, you will be appreciating how the bot really works also. Kasi yung trading strategy namin, I will even show you more reason why it is winning. Okay? This program, Izanagi, we call it Izanagi, is trading Forex, and we only trade fundamentally good pairs or
Mm.
currency, right? We only, in fact, trade only five currencies. Yan yung five major currencies of the world. That is the fundamentally good assets. And then we apply the technical analysis, and then we apply also the prices. Inantay namin bumaba or inantay namin na magmahal talaga sila before we execute the trade. We apply this on this bot, and this is the result right here, 400% 1 year and 6 months. This is track record verified. Okay? So, pwede po kayong mag-practice muna on your own, and then let the bot trade for you. Okay? Izanagi, more information about this is available on the website. Tingnan nyo lang po sa video description. May link dyan for Izanagi for you to know more. Izanagi is doing well, and for transparency purposes, you have access to this result right here para ma-scrutinize nyo. Even the trade history, pwede mo mapakita yung trade history,
Pwede,
pre.
pwede.
Makikita
Pwede,
nyo po ang
pwede.
trade history
Mm.
ni Izanagi. Right? The trade
Yeah,
history
no,
right
there you
there.
go.
August 6 was the last trades, right? I mean, June
At
6,
June
yesterday,
6,
right? Yeah, may trades
yesterday.
yesterday. Makikita nyo po ang lahat ng trades yan. May mga panalo, may mga talo, but that's transparent. It has around 70% win rate. Andyan rin po sa website na yan. It's
Yeah.
transparent
Mm.
for you guys. Best of all, yan. Very good win rate. That's how strong this trading strategy is. 70% no win rate. Best of all, aside sa kita, Izanagi is for free. Okay? So kung hindi
Definitely.
kayo matuto sa tinuro ko ngayon, pwede kayo makisabay sa trade namin na lang. If ever hindi talaga para sa inyo yung trading because you have a different passion, you have your occupation can will not let you allow to watch the market talaga. Maybe you're a nurse or a doctor, hindi niyo talaga kaya mag-trade. Kami na po bahala sa inyo. Check out Izanagi. We're offering Izanagi for free to everyone. Right? So, nagtuturo kami ng free. Kung hindi nyo matutunan talaga or hindi talaga para sa inyo yung trading, you can still earn through piggybacking on our trading strategy. Izanagi will trade your account automatically. Siya na po nagtatrade sa account nyo. So, yung nakikita nyo profits dito is already passive income using our trading strategy. And this is proof na how effective this trading strategy is. And we're offering it for free. Kami na bahala sa inyo. Okay? So, learn more about Izanagi, go to the website na nakikita ninyo sa video description. Punta lang kayo sa video description. May link dyan. Learn more about Izanagi tsaka registration for Izanagi. May website dyan for you to click. Kita-kits tayo. Before that, John, any messages
Yeah.
for everyone?
So guys, so in summary, no, what I really learned from this webinar is really focus equally important between fundamentals and your technical as well as aspect and all. And also if you try to be really keen on how Sir Lloyd, no, is very picky, but at the same time he needs confirmation before he enters a trade. And that's where experience, that's where patience comes in, that you don't need to
Yeah,
trade them all. You will not catch them all, but you have a system in place and you have
true.
patience as well. In the long term perspective, you will actually benefit. And and also profit from the market, especially nowadays that majority of the assets are actually valued very, very cheap or very, very good prices for this market. And again, echo ko lang din as well, if you're not yet, no, na if you're watching right now and no, hindi pa masyadong clear sa what's been talking about here, you can check out the video description and even Izanagi, no, as automated trading to trade for you 24 by 5 on this. So with that, Sir Lloyd, do you want to do your closing remarks? Yan.
Yeah,
Paolo.
very good point there, ano, John. In position trading, you don't really have to trade every day. There are days na wala kang makikitang position. That's okay. It's part of the strategy. So you will really have to be patient. That's part of your maturity. In position trading kasi, not trading today is still part of your trading strategy. Right? You're still trading by not trading. You have your money should be ready for the good trades. Ang mangyayari kasi if ever you're trying position trading, wala kayong makita ngayon and you pressure yourself to trade, doon mo ilalagay sa mas lesser ang conviction mo or yung trading strategy mo hindi gaano tama. So, maulalagay mo yung pera mo doon. What happens there is that what if 1 week from now there is this very good asset na napag-aralan mo na ng maayos, ano yung technical analysis, everything on our biases is a go and it's time for you to trade, hindi mo tuloy ma-trade ngayon kasi yung pera mo nalagay mo because you were impatient, nalagay mo sa ibang asset. So, just
Agree.
be patient. That's gonna be part of your maturity. Siguro yan yung last words ko for this evening. Um, sobrang dami pa na gusto namin turo sa inyo. So, we will have a continuation. Announce lang namin most probably tomorrow morning when is the
Yeah.
best time to continue the discussion. But yeah, John, thank you so much for this evening, and everyone, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Hopefully, we hope from our heart that you've learned a lot, and also try to consider getting in Izanagi. Right, so Izanagi is our public service para sagot sa kahirapan ng Pinoy. So check it out. Check it out. Um, that's it for me this evening, and John. That's it for us this evening. Thank you so
Yes.
much once again, John. And
Yes,
as
thank you so
always,
much. Let's get
yeah,
rich together. Let's
yeah, let's
go.
get rich together. On
Goodbye,
your screen
guys.
right now, yeah, on your screen is the future mga schedules ng next natin
Yes.
ng mga seminars. Friday
So
and
I
Monday, meron pa tayo.
Yeah, aside from the daily grant and WIPH live trading on Friday, our schedule is will you pursue trend following technique? Because I believe a lot of you also are busy, no? And if you want to talk about momentum trade, we can even talk about that. But also take note that on Monday we're gonna talk about as well how to trade gold using free gold indicator provided by XM as long as you're an XM client that you made under WIPH and Financial Freedom 101. And not just that, meron pa tong another set. It's gonna be in the next few weeks. But for now, ito lang munang tatlo. Wherein tatlong J, John Lloyd, tatlong J wala. John, dalawang J, at isang Lloyd na magtuturo po sa inyo for this trading, technical trading series. So with
Right,
that, guys,
right.
thank you so much for this evening. Have a wonderful evening again. Thank you so much for Sir Lloyd for gracing us with this very, very good technical trading series, guys. Good night and have a great evening, restful for everyone. Thank you guys. Bye.